68, a little warmer at 68, and Sarasota sitting at 64. Nice clear skies. Hey, if you're heading out right now, go outside and look at the moon. It looks great. We have the pink moon. It's 95% illuminated. The full stage will be tomorrow. It's named after phlox flowers, which bloom this time of the year. If you missed it towards the end of the 5 a.m. show, I had a little look there, but you should see it while it's still out. Planning your day today, we have temperatures that will feel mighty fine. We have a lot of sunshine for the first half of the day. Winds will be picking up speed later on as a front approaches, and then we have rain chances for tonight. So we're going to break that down a little bit more in your full forecast. For now, Sarah, whose temperatures are pretty nice, but even better this weekend. I know we keep teasing you to the weekends. Today, not going to be a bad day either. We do have a front moving through, so winds will be picking up speed. Current conditions right now, Brooksville sitting at 52, Crystal River 54. Good morning to you guys. You guys have the best opportunity, by the way, to see those storms later on. We'll talk about that. 63 in Clearwater, where the Sugar Sand Festival will be kicking off today. 65 in Tampa. Bartow, a little bit of clouds out there at 64. Avon Park 58, going up to Lakeland 64. Good morning, everyone. Satellite and radar nice and quiet here. If we expand the picture, we can see our front that's just to the north of us. So this will start to sink in and we'll have it sweep through the area later on tonight. Again, that will increase our wind speeds and it will give us some breezy conditions moving into the weekend. For the marine forecast, there is a high rip risk, so be careful swimming. We did have a small craft advisory yesterday, not one today. It's just that rip current you got to worry about. That's because the winds are right now 10 to 15 knots, but later on they will start to increase to about 15 to 20 knots, and the seas are between 2 to 3 feet. So the bay is choppy. Just be careful out there if you do have any plans going swimming. Yeah, see those winds are increasing as I play that model out. All right, fire danger, that also goes with the winds, right? Whenever we have lower humidity as well as lack of rainfall, right? And breezy conditions, that's when we start to see these red flag warnings. Pretty common during fire season, which we're in right now. So this starts at 2 p.m. and goes until 7 o'clock, and this is for Polk County. But everybody, I would just be aware that fires can start and spread very easily under these conditions, so please be mindful of that. What is a red flag warning? Well, again, we have to have relative humidity below 35%, basically how much is in the atmosphere. And then we have to have winds gusting greater than 15 miles per hour, so check. And then we also have to have high energy component fuels. What are those? Well, basically any fuel that we have on the ground. That could be dry, dead leaves. That could be waxy leaves that just ignite and light on fire very easily. You get the picture. All right, futurecast here, 7:30 tonight. That's when our front is going to start dropping in. Again, Hernando, Pasco County, Citrus County. You guys look like you have the best opportunity for some storms. Not going to be anything too major, but we will have some gusty winds later on tonight with that system as that front drops in. Here we are around 8:30, again getting a little bit closer to those counties I just mentioned. Hillsborough, Pinellas County will start to see the rain closer to about 10, 11 p.m. and we could still have some gusty winds associated with that line as it pushes through, but that's it. So most of today will be dry and beautiful. It's just later on tonight, so we have to look for that rain. All right, for today, 81, nice mix of sun and clouds. And again, we have those late day showers. Sun is setting just before 8 p.m. We're almost to those 8 p.m. sunsets. As we look at tonight, 63 for the overnight low. And we have that bright pink moon that you can check out. And then moving into your 7-day forecast here, we have Passover. That's on Saturday, as well as have a great start to our weekends. Look at the sunrise behind me. Things really kicking off here. Let's kick off these weekend temperatures. Check this out. 76 for Saturday, 79 for Sunday. Can't beat it, plus lower humidity. It will be a little bit breezy. We have the fronts moving through today. I'll have your full forecast coming up in the next few minutes. I hope you join us. We never talk about Port Richey, right? We always talk about the sunrises and the sunsets, and we always look at the beach cameras. Well, guess what? Ocean Honda is showing off right now. Look at those beautiful colors out there. We have the trees that are gently blowing with those northwesterly winds. It feels so nice outside. Temperatures are in the upper 50s, lower 60s in Hillsborough and Pinellas County. Taking a zoom out here so we can see the rest of our beautiful counties. 65 in Tampa, Riverview, Bartow, Wauchula sitting at a solid 60 degrees. Sebring, you guys are at 61 right now. Winter Haven, Lake Lakeland frost-proof sitting at 64, Dade City 60. Up to the north here, Crystal River, Brooksville, good morning. You guys are at 54 currently. The Gulf temperature is at 73, so if anybody wants to take a dip later on today, I suggest it. As we look at our satellite and radar, we have those winds coming in from the northwest, but otherwise it's nice and dry for now. If we extend the picture here, you can see our fronts that will be dropping through later on today. Now, this isn't going to be a super soaker. We'll just have a little bit of rain on the way for tonight, possibly a storm for the Nature Coast. We'll go over that in just a second, but here's the front, a little bit of a dry line there, and that's just dividing the warmer, humid air and the drier air. So getting into the marine forecast, if you are going out to the beaches today, just be aware we don't have a small craft advisory like we had yesterday, but we do have a high rip risk. So any swimmers, just beware. You don't want to get caught in a rip current. The bay is choppy and we have winds 10 to 15 knots for now, but those winds will be increasing as we head into the rest of the afternoon, moving to about 15 to 20 knots. Seas between 2 to 3 feet and winds will come straight in from the west later on tonight ahead of that front. Hey, the breezier winds are also leading to an increase in fire danger from 2 to 7 o'clock today. There is a red flag warning for Polk County. What that means is that fires can start and spread very easily under these conditions. So the Florida Fire Service just wants you to be extra careful. As we look at our Storm Prediction Center outlook, again, they did kind of move that marginal risk down to cover Pasco County, Hernando County, and Citrus County, large portion of Citrus County there. The primary threats would be lightning, which can come with any storm downpours, and some gusty winds, 40, 50 miles per hour. So we're not talking about an extreme severe weather event, but as that front drops in around 7:30 tonight, we will start to see some storms just closer to the Nature Coast. Here we are, 7:30. You can see that line starting to drop in closer to 8 o'clock, Pasco, Hernando County, and then Hillsborough, Pinellas County. You guys will get some of the leftovers around 10, 11 o'clock tonight, and it'll just be in the form of a few showers. Finally, on your 7-day forecast here, we have some beautiful temperatures for this weekend. We keep telling you about it. Hopefully you're making plans, right? We have Passover that's happening on Saturday, and